Yes, they heard that.
That's
Welcome, everybody, to the Josh Knows Nothing show. I'm your host, with a K, and this is Josh.
globba glob glob. Welcome to our episode 3. I think our title says 4, but you know, live dangerously.
Eh.
So, not a crazy week at all.
No, not at all. Can we just open up with the video?
You want the video already?
Yeah, I want the video
All
already.
right. Well, this video, I want to see if you can survive the trials.
The trials.
The trials.
The trials.
I mean, it's called insanity test, but I call it the trials.
I'm scared.
Yeah, you should be. I don't really know anything about it because I found it like 6 minutes ago. So if there's someone that dies in the video, I'm sorry.
This is the true insanity test. If you can finish this movie without laughing, consider yourself mentally stable. If you do laugh, I don't care. I'm tired. Okay.
You left.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Let's see what it is.
I don't need a test to know that I'm insane.
It's truly extraordinary.
Yo, the silence.
What?
Oh, sorry, that's against my religion.
Alex, you laugh.
Oh, I'm not. We're not.
Sales taxes.
What is it?
I'm so confused. And that's it. Yeah, obviously, come on. Of course I'm insane. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
We call that blasphemy.
We do.
We do, yeah. This is as far as I watched, so.
This is as far as you've gotten?
Yeah, I did. I'm like, this is fine.
Yeah, I think that's all you need.
Give me the child.
Oh, okay.
Give me the child. All right, that's pretty
Well,
standard. I like that. That's nice.
That speaks to me, yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't insane.
And that's it? That okay, all right. I think just the
This is like a torture test.
this is like what you see.
Dude, that's like a 98 Excel sheet.
This is a weird acid trip or something. Like, I have no idea. What would compel somebody to make this?
Yo, this is it.
How much longer do we have? That
Oh,
was
thank
it. All right.
I think the problem is that 2020 was so crazy and insane that
Nothing.
literally nothing is gonna
Yeah.
phase me.
I would laugh if like I saw like a rock fall over. Like not even a big rock, like a small rock, and I just watched it fall over. Like it was standing up for like man, it probably been standing there for a while and it just falls over.
You're
That-
saying
I
you
would
have
laugh.
laughed at
No, I would laugh. I would laugh at that.
All right, I actually don't laugh anymore. So
I don't believe you, but so how's your week been, boss?
it's been tiresome
Tiresome. Why is that?
putting this show together.
You mean the last 30 minutes?
No,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
It's that's not a joke either. I don't know. I just I think I'm trying to think of it as being 21 now, and like trying to forget everything, but it still feels like 2020 to me.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
work. No. It kind of feels like we hit the
Oh
reset
my
button.
God.
Hello. What was that sound?
That was a Twitch thing. Somebody subscribed or something.
Josh, I blame you.
What?
Actually, I'm gonna blame Emily because I know she's the one that shared it, and that was loud as hell. Oh my God! Oh God, you're gonna do it again.
It's the loudest thing I've ever heard.
It came through the speakers, and that's why
I
I'm
completely forgot what I was
confused.
talking about.
I
I'm
don't know
turning
either.
those puppies down.
This is gonna be a bad episode.
Yo, I'm just not in it today. I'm not feeling it.
I'm not feeling it either. We were talking about your week, maybe.
Oh, I am so boring. I shouldn't even be doing this. I mean, I watch TV. I watch TV. You know?
I had a pretty weird week. I didn't really work. I just sat around too. I didn't really do anything. This week sucked. We were talking about
So-
2020. That's
So
what
what
we're
are
talking
you?
about.
What's your excuse for not answering our phone calls then?
When did you call me?
Right now. I'm calling you right now.
I have an I did not disturb, like a responsible podcast
Oh.
slash. Yeah, okay, bud.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, well. What about you, Anna? How was your week?
I don't remember the majority of my week. I'm so freaking tired.
Tired. That's a good way to put this week.
Yeah,
I feel like everyone's
right?
tired.
Yeah.
Well, like with the weather and like, Oliver's been in rare form for the last week. So like, I took Friday off work just because I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, we got a 5-year-old, so.
I was cucked for my own job on Friday.
What does that mean?
I was expecting to go do work, and then they finally get a hold of me like, nah, we don't need you. There's no run for you to take. I'm like, oh, okay.
So you were actually in the door. You were there.
No, I was waiting. I was just waiting all day,
Oh.
expecting the phone call, and I text him like, run? Question mark? And he's like, yeah, there was, and then this machine went down, and so no. I'm like, oh,
It's crazy that the United States government is like more functional.
Yeah,
Like,
that's debatable. I'd say they're about the same.
yo, I at least get a 24-hour notice before I have to do
Okay,
something.
that's true. Yeah. No, I get a. Technically, I just get told whenever, and then I have an hour to come in after I get told.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Well, we have a couple topics we're going to talk about today. Godzilla vs. King Kong. You look so disappointed. We have a tier list for the thickest cartoon moms, or just cartoon moms in general. And then we are going to talk about the GameStop stonks.
Yes.
Which one you want to do first? I'm eager to rag on Kong.
Well, let's do Kong then.
Yeah, I'm fine with Kong.
Gotta mute Kong though.
Yeah.
'cause, that
So we don't get claimed.
copyright
You know,
those-
our first episode, like, we were claimed like 3 different times from 3 different groups for those You Laugh, You Lose, just for like a.
For what?
Just a snippet.
The grand total was less than 30 seconds worth of music from 3 different songs.
Yeah,
And, like-
this is the hellhole that we live in. So
Well, but the crazy thing is like there's fair use law that says that you can use a song for less than 30 seconds at a time, or use media for less than 30 seconds at a time if it's due to like a reaction or like a creative criticism. But like
yeah,
these people
but
don't care.
nah, they don't.
No,
And
it's more
just
YouTube
bends
just
them.
doesn't care.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, I always wanted to be on YouTube, like, very early on. Like, whenever I saw, like, people creating stuff, I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. You saw the Joker video,
Yeah,
it literally only goes up from there. Like, you can't make something worse than that. So,
yeah. you can.
Well, I don't know.
well, my TikTok proves otherwise, I guess. But,
Yeah, it's debatable.
well, all my favorite YouTubers, started getting shut down, and it's like, okay, well, that, I bought like this crazy PC, like, I think it was 2016, and I was gonna actually start a YouTube channel, and then that's when like the big crackdown happened, because someone said the N word.
It was the Alabama. The Alabama. Yeah, it was specifically a song that was titled like the Alabama N word, but the actual word, and a Pepsi ad played before it.
right.
Oh.
And yeah,
Which, in one hand, I get, they got people to, they had like terrorist videos and things like that getting sponsored and all that.
yeah,
but
just getting.
Yeah, I
it-
think people using crude language is like the least of your worries when people are literally like putting snuff films on YouTube.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you mean Spider-Man and Elsa?
There's-
God, stop it.
Yeah, I think. That just immediately killed my vibe. I'm like, I don't want to do it. In hopes that
Yeah.
maybe they get their stuff together, or maybe some new platform comes out. And
The whole landscape of YouTube changed, and now we're here. Now we're making Joker videos.
which you made me do, YouTube.
This is your fault, YouTube. Susan Wojcicki, this is your fault.
It's funny too because we've just barely been on YouTube and we're already making videos complaining about YouTube.
Yeah, we put out like one video.
Yeah. Oh no.
We need a code word for that.
Yeah, we do.
His his child has arrived on the set, so we need to.
Yeah. I don't know. How about you play?
Yeah, play the video. I'll complain about
roll
it.
the tape.
I'll give all my talking points while he's not here. Ooh, wow, look. CGI. How many CGI city destruction movies do we need? I mean, it's very well done.
Well, I mean, there's always got to be some city that's destroyed, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. Do we really need Kong?
No. They can't hear this video at all either, Alex.
Oh, wait. Would they be able to pick it up from the mics?
They shouldn't be.
Let's
maybe a little
hope.
bit.
Fingers crossed. So here is Big Monkey.
Big monkey.
Big Monkey is apparently the only thing. I swear they made it bigger.
They did make him bigger because they were saying he was younger in Kong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I think it all boils down to this. So Godzilla is this giant, laser beam breathing
Lightning
radioactive lizard. Yeah, and King Kong got captured by Jack Black in 2015. So, I mean, who am I placing my bets on? Probably neither of them are going to win. It's going to be a Logan Paul KSI fight.
Oh yeah.
But obviously it should be Godzilla. He's the king of monsters. He deserves it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what my thought is.
Watching this. I don't know. There's a
The fight music. This is going to be the new, why pay $80 for an MMA fight when you could just watch Godzilla, beat the shit out of a giant monkey for, how much is a movie ticket?
well, So on one hand, the King Kong, it's a different King Kong. It's not your Jack Black's King Kong.
Right.
So this one's significantly bigger.
Yeah. Well, we were just talking about how apparently that he was young in that movie, and now he's old.
Yeah. Well, it was showing him his parents or something like that.
There you go.
In that movie. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen it, but I don't know. It goes like Batman and Superman rules.
But so one of them's gonna say Martha, and then they're gonna team up against Mothra
He's
or something.
He's about to laser beam directly into King Kong's mouth.
Martha.
Martha.
No, it turns out they both have little girls that they identify with, and they're like, "Wow,
Wow.
you have a surrogate child too."
Yeah, it's always the kid, and then we have to. The kid needs saved.
Yeah, the Godzilla's gonna see Kong really upset about the safety of this child, and he's like, "Oh wow, you too."
Even though the child's clearly okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
See,
that godforsaken Mothra, he doesn't care about children. So
Hey, don't dick on Mothra. Man, she was awesome.
I actually liked the Kong movie. I thought was really good, and then the Godzilla, the first one was it was cool. There were some segments. I mean, is it like a Oscar movie? Of course not. But it's just a fight movie. I mean, I liked it a lot better than a lot of the other movies out there, I guess. So, and I thought the newest one, what was it called? Put up a meme. I'm literally a walking nuclear power plant. What is your Billy? Monkey.
See, that's the way I view it.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. But my back to my original point, the Superman Batman thing. It's Superman beats Batman. I don't care who you are. Superman beats Batman every single time. When you go off a fight that just happens, if they meet each other for the first time, Superman wins. If you give Batman time to learn who you are, Learn from
Honestly-
weaknesses. He's smart. I would say he's smarter than Superman.
I think anybody
Superman
could be
still
Batman.
wins.
Flash could be Batman. Wonder Woman could be Batman.
Yeah, he's just a man.
Yeah,
He's just a
I mean-
dude.
But I think that's why they tried to give him like, oh, he's the Iron Bat. You know, he's got the metal in his suit. You know, they tried to make him like, oh, look, he is better than just regular human. But
the Flash
yeah.
can rip through time. He could literally run through a person.
Yeah, exactly. Like you just can't. Yeah, you can't compete with that.
Batman, I'm probably gonna get flack for this, but Batman is basically just a worse Iron Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll
He's
give
like
you
a
that.
less smart Iron Man.
Like on his own, he's all right. He's fine. But
Yeah.
when you put him up against all these other superheroes,
Yeah,
nah.
he doesn't stand a chance.
Who actually have quote unquote superpowers.
Yeah. Besides having dead parents, I think, because that's not a superpower.
And a heart full of vengeance.
Or
but-
he's terrorized by bats, and now he has anger.
See, that's the Batman I want.
I would love a Batman movie where he hunts down bats and he like punches them and like beats the shit out of them.
He actively like there's some guys that like the flight control. Like there's this object he's moving around, and they're trying to figure out what's going on, and they eventually figure out it's following the bat like patterns that the flock's taking. And he's just driving his flying bat car through the bats.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
So in other words, I would say that Kong is like the Batman of the Godzilla world, the MonsterVerse or whatever you want
Yeah.
to call it. So
Godzilla has the hand repulsor, except it's just coming out of his mouth.
right.
He's the Iron Man.
Well,
dude, the monkey comes down. I am Iron Man. Yeah, I love that.
Well, here's the way I look at it. Like in the first, like in Kong, we're just like, okay, that's a big monkey, you know.
Monkey.
And then in the Godzilla movie, we kind of learn that there are these ancient creatures that are supposed to protect the world, and then there's some that don't protect the world, and so nuclear radiation isn't the only thing that makes them big. They're like these ancient creatures. But so Kong's big because radiation and whatever, but literally Godzilla sleeps in nuclear waste.
They literally put a bomb in front of his face, a nuclear bomb,
Yeah.
and exploded it. Why he was like sleeping?
To give him more power.
Actually, he was already hurt. Like he was
sleeping.
he was down there because he was trying to recharge and like
Exactly.
and it just made him stronger.
Yeah.
So
Like they just sped it up. It was like a power nap.
the only thing that Monkey has is I would argue he's probably more intelligent than Godzilla, and his ability to use like tools in the environment is like
His ability to use like this warship.
well in the trailer he's got the like some sort of, it looks like a scythe, and he's like trying to hit Godzilla with it.
Didn't he pick up like some kind of communications equipment and was like blocking the beam? But still, I mean,
Right.
turn your head,
That's a
Godzilla. Like, what are you
satellite
doing?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, Godzilla's he's just a brute. You know, he's not like nothing he's done so far indicates he's
There's
super
nuance.
intelligent. I mean, he communicated to them, I guess, and like led the humans to where these other guys were going down. But I don't know. He's got
He has
tiny arms.
nuance.
Does have tiny arms.
What?
I said he has nuance. He's not just like a brute. I mean, obviously he's intelligent. It's managed to survive for all these years.
True. Just chilling like a villain.
He had a wife, for God's sake.
Godzilla's wife.
His queen, Mothra.
Mothra. Yeah.
Okay. Do they have any
Don't-
children?
Don't okay that.
Yeah, named
She
Jonathan.
sacrificed her life. For him.
Did they have children?
I hope so.
Can we add Mothra to the tier list?
Hell yeah. It's not a cartoon though.
Was animated. But yeah, that's my. I mean, I would say Godzilla wins, but obviously, they're not going to kill each other in this.
No,
so.
I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna fight, and then there's what they're not showing us in the trailers. There's some other threat. They're gonna have to team up.
I think most people think it's Mecha Godzilla is like who's going to be the main,
Mechagodzilla.
because he was pretty popular too in like the older movies, from what I understand. I mean, I'm not that well versed. What am I gonna study for this? Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it, so I'm definitely gonna see it as soon as it comes out.
Copy
Obviously.
that. Copy that. Well, are we ready to move on to tier list? I gave you the perfect segue.
Mothra connection.
Yeah, the Mothra connection.
Good lord.
I was really reaching for it.
So
Yeah, you
so
were.
the tier lists.
Tier list.
This is again, it's impossible for me to remember all the cartoons. It's kind of like me trying to remember like the ones that I watched as a kid, or just popular ones. So I don't know everything about these mothers. It's so weird to say it like
What
that.
is this?
Don't worry about it. We'll get there.
Is it the dead mom?
No. Kind of.
Oh my
God. Are we just gonna go in order as they appear here?
Yeah, we'll go in order, but so the way that we'll rank these, right? So looks, the thick of the thickest, right? That's something. But then you also got to look at the quality as a parent, all right? What do they take care of their child? Do they ignore their child? Like Ed and Eddie, I couldn't find their mother anywhere, so I forget if I don't think they showed the parents, like you said.
Never see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she would be D tier.
D tier, absolutely. Yeah.
For clarification, are we just going off of TV shows?
Just TV shows.
Okay, I was gonna say because there's like a whole slew of Disney moms that were not included in here.
Right. I didn't really think about that, to be honest, because the only one I thought of was Mrs. Incredible, S tier, all the way. No one can top that.
Muriel, S tier. S tier.
Right. Well,
S tier for both thick.
So the way that we're gonna do this is we've got in case no one knows how this works, you've got the S, A, B, C, D tiers. S being, Mrs. Incredible, amazing, fantastic. And then the D is like, I don't know.
They're a bad mom.
They're a bad mom. They're not cool. No bueno. So
no bueno.
All
and
right.
B is just like, okay, well.
Yeah.
Are we starting with Muriel then?
No, we'll start with, I guess we'll start with Muriel. So
S tier. S tier all the way. She's thick.
now here's the thing.
She's kind. She's
Now,
got it all.
Muriel is not technically Courage's mom, but she is a mother figure to Courage. So that's why I included her on
She's
this
a
list.
dog mom.
Because it's weird that we start with the one that's not actually a mom to the.
Yeah, the
I mean,
first
I can
one.
move it to the end. And do
No, it's fine. We're already talking about it. And the way that Courage, fights for her. I mean, come on, that's family right there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But on the other hand, Eustace is a horrible human being.
Right.
And so
She's a
it
saint.
takes her down from S tier because she hasn't left Eustace and she keeps Courage in that terrible environment.
Ooh, I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, okay, maybe A tier. I could see it.
Yeah, okay. We'll put her in A tier.
It's
For
going to be
now.
hard to find characters that aren't thrust into some kind of drama by their mothers because that's kind of
Right,
like
that's the
how
whole
they
point.
drive the plots of these shows. Except for this one. And I'm going to be real. I'm not very familiar with.
Arthur's mom?
Yeah, I'm not that.
Here's the thing. Everyone knows the Arthur's fist meme. Right?
Right.
It's
yeah.
not cool to fight. All right?
Right.
So that's just bad parenting on her part that he got to that point. All right? So I would say
And I'm no furry either, so I'm gonna go C tier. Like she's not.
I forget
she's not
she's a different
trash.
species, isn't she?
Like a bear.
They all
She's got
are. They're
ears.
all animals.
Oh yeah. Dude, it's been so long since I've seen
Give
it.
her C tier because she's not like the worst parent in the world. But,
She's still present in his life, but
yeah.
Okay.
so
All right.
Ash Ketchum's mom.
now here's the problem with this one, right?
She's a terrible mother.
Terrible mother, obviously.
She I think she looks fine. She's got the
Look,
Hair.
she's fine enough for Professor Oak to take an interest in her while
Yeah,
Ash is
baby.
gone.
Stop
alright?
it.
So looks alone, that should.
I
that's
got an
gotta give her a
oak
boost.
for you.
Yeah.
But she let her middle school aged child go off with his friends and their pets and go fight a bunch of random people across the continent.
No, it's animal fights. He's getting into animal fights.
Yeah.
I can name a handful of times where Ash has gotten hurt as well.
Well, there's
like
that,
the first episode.
and you mentioned
Yeah.
the friends, but he actually didn't leave. He literally left alone. I mean, he had Pikachu, but he left alone.
Yeah.
So, and then to go do dog fighting,
He
essentially.
didn't- I thought he left with, I thought he went with Misty.
He what?
I thought he went with Misty.
No,
he met,
no.
Misty was a gym
He
leader.
stole Misty's bike.
Yeah, I know all
Oh,
about.
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's right. And then Brock just shows up with his no eyes.
Yeah, he's just
All
like,
right.
hey, hot women.
All right, where do you want her? I think she's D.
I'd go B, to be honest,
B?
because
She
we're
is
rating him on
not-
two. We're rating him on two
No.
scales. So she's a
Okay.
shitty mom, but Professor Oak is really down with her. So
I'm comfortable with putting her at C because she is not a better. Like,
you're a tiebreaker, Josh.
she's not a
So you're
better
B.
mom than
Okay, so you said
Arthur's mom.
Yeah, so how it worked? So we didn't really talk about the grading scale here, right?
No, you
so,
didn't.
So here's how it'll work. All right, Alex will give us an answer, right? What he thinks.
Yeah.
So he's saying in this case B,
Okay.
right? So right now it would be B, but then you said C,
Yes.
right? So now it'll go to, if I say D, then it would be C because that's in the middle of the two.
All right.
Or if
What? So you're okay, but what are the criteria we're going off of?
It's looks
A,
and personality.
Are they a good mom? And B, are they hot? Like,
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much
Okay.
it. Yeah.
so if it's 50-50, then they belong in the same category because Arthur's mom, is definitely a better mom.
it's two different ends of the spectrum.
Like,
Are we allowed to do this?
we're
Are we-
doing
You know,
it.
I don't think this violates TOS. I think we're good. I think we're good.
All right.
The next one, though.
All right, what is this?
All right, next one is the animated Batman show.
It's Martha.
Oh my God.
It's
Oh.
Bruce
Mar-
Wayne. It's Martha
Bruce
Wayne.
Wayne's,
Yeah.
mom. So I don't actually know what she looks like, so I just put a casket. Now you said D.
she's
It'd
wealthy.
be D if she had killed herself, but she didn't.
She's neither around nor do we know what she looks like. So we
She
can't
died trying to
ju-
protect her child.
We can't judge
Why
any
did
of it.
Why did she go down that shady alleyway? She makes poor decisions.
So at the very least, she should be in B.
What?
If we're going off of looks, if
I'm
we're
going.
off
I'm
of
going
looks-
D. I'm going D with her. I'm siding with her on this time.
Mm,
She's already.
they left a lot of money
so?
for young Bruce.
They didn't
So,
do it on
yeah.
purpose.
If anything, it should have been.
She died while they took her son to like a play.
It
Like,
should have been the butler. What's his face? Alfred. It should have been Alfred.
it would have been an S tier then, but all right, fine. I'm fine with D.
Okay. Is it-
So, is this
That-
Johnny Bravo's mom? Who is
Johnny
this?
Bravo's mom.
It is Johnny Bravo's
Now,
mom.
Johnny Bravo's personality. So I don't remember Johnny Bravo's mom that well.
No, neither do I. Yeah.
Maybe you could pull up a clip of Johnny Bravo's mom and like
Okay.
something. But just based off of Johnny Bravo's,
Personality and how he
Personality,
turned out.
it's like
A womanizer.
yeah,
Yeah.
like the home's not in order, right? Because
Yeah, something's wrong.
something's wrong.
Mhm.
He's way too. I don't want to say, rapey.
He's kind of it.
He's got a certain vibe to him that's not.
He would have been Me Too'd. He
Oh,
would have been. He would have been
Dude,
Me
imagine
Too'd.
Johnny Bravo, me too.
Yeah.
All right. This is Johnny tries to convince his mom he can be home alone.
You going somewhere?
Oh, I wish I'd have gotten you a babysitter.
Mama, watch what you wish for, will you?
Johnny, I worked really hard to be randomly selected to win this vacation.
See, so she
And
cares
I don't
about him.
wanna spend the
Obviously,
whole
maybe
time
maybe she
worrying
mothers
about
him too
you.
much.
Hold the phone. How old is Johnny Bravo?
He's an adult, obviously.
What is she rubbing exactly?
His peck.
Why is it so high up?
Worry.
He's
Well,
buff.
this is your first big time home all alone. And sometimes you're a bit helpless and accident prone, huh?
Oh, that's crazy talk, Mama. I haven't had an accident in 3 days. I'll be fine.
The rest of the episode just us watching Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, the rest of it was just watching Johnny
Okay.
Bravo.
I think that's giving me.
So
enough
she
to
smothers him. She's
Yeah,
mothering
she
him.
smothers him, mothering him.
Yeah, I would say that makes her not that great of a mom. You know
The
what I mean?
intention's good. She doesn't realize what she's doing. Probably.
I go C.
Yeah, the looks.
Yeah, but looks though.
And paired with the smothering, I mean, at least Arthur's mom and Ash Ketchum's
Do we
mom.
need to move them
There's either
up?
like something good or bad about either one.
Do we need to just put them in the middle?
I mean,
I guess
sure,
they're kind of
yeah,
like that.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. We can do like a final assessment at the end where we can rearrange some things, but
You should start pulling up like clips of the moms as we go.
Yeah, because where are we at? Mrs. Thornberry? I'm not.
I mean, I've
familiar
got
with
to.
oh, dude, Mrs. Thornberry's an S tier.
S tier. Yeah, but for looks.
For everything.
Looks? No. She's definitely not S tier.
That's like a reverse Ash's mom. She's got the personality, but not the looks.
What?
Yeah.
She's cute.
Maybe it's the big mouth
You have
art
to-
style.
Here's the
but-
thing: you have to think of the animation style too.
Yo, look at the Nigel Thornberry at the bottom.
This one.
uh, you mean you want you?
Hey, you gotta be careful with this because
Yeah,
I, mean, I know we're gonna see some
yeah.
crazy stuff.
Uh,
Oh, you're not showing it, so we're good.
yeah.
I mean, how many times did the Thornberrys get into trouble? And like they're putting a child in that environment.
Yeah, they're putting their work above like their family, you know,
Mhm.
their work in the field.
Yeah.
So I would go. I go B tier the most.
Okay.
I would do C.
I'm fine with C.
I agree. Well, okay. Well, what are we doing here? See?
Yeah, let's just see. Yeah,
Do you want C?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Let's do it.
It'd be C.
Because don't they have a child who's just like absolutely like?
Well, if
Primitive
Anna's
and
saying,
wild?
if Anna says S, then it's got to have to be B.
I
Just
think she was
based
about
on-
to agree with me on B.
I was about to agree with him on B.
Yeah.
I think there's no way she deserves to be a.
I mean, I think she's great. I love her.
She's not as hot as Ash Ketchum's mom, but not as.
You can't. Okay, here's the thing. You have to take, like I said, animation styles into account.
Yeah, but it's some you come out here with some big mouth looking animation style.
Dude, I don't know. This is what happens when I don't plan anything. This is what we get.
What? This doesn't have anything to do with if you planned it or not.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
All right, next one.
Dexter's mom.
Dexter's Laboratory.
S tier.
She's
Why?
She's
Her child is an evil
because of the
genius.
meme. Because of the meme. The Dexter's mom is thick.
yeah. I'm gonna say A.
A, yeah, because she
She's
doesn't,
doing housework. She cares for Dexter.
but she doesn't pay attention to him
getting-
enough.
Dude, she allows him to be an evil genius.
She doesn't know that, and that's part of the problem of why I don't want her to be an S tier, because she's not in tune enough with her son to know that
Exactly.
he is, So that's why I'm not going S. I'm going to go A. But other than that, she seems to be a decent mom.
And
Yeah,
Josh,
because she-
what'd you say?
Well, because because she leaves Dexter alone too much.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say she's A.
A?
Yeah.
All right.
God, do we have an S tier on
Do we
here?
have it? Yeah.
I mean, I've been in my head thinking of
I don't know that we do have an S tier.
like this is fantastic. Like I'm thinking this is fantastic. Such an S tier that I've been thinking about it on that level. So I'm not thinking it based on the people
I
we're
think
looking
I
at.
think we do. I think we have an S tier. So now we've got Lois.
Lois. This is a difficult one, but she's got a little bit of something for everyone. She'd be dominating. Whoa.
Yeah, whoa. She tried.
Yeah. You can keep it on the tier thing while we look at it.
Well,
Is
I don't know. I was gonna add her in there, but I don't know.
Oh,
how
I
to
don't
do
think
that.
I don't think we can
Wow, way to go.
unless you close out of it and then.
No, screw that. It's not worth it.
Well,
right,
this is
anyway.
the first tier thing I made, so we'll make it better next time.
Anyway,
Lois.
Lois.
I don't have any strong opinions
Oh
on
my
those.
god, they forgot us.
Yeah, I mean, she takes care of everyone. It's just the dad, you know, that really.
Give her a B. I guess a B.
A B.
Sure. I don't watch that much Family Guy.
I
Me
would go.
either.
I would go A.
All right, you're
She's
the
the
tiebreaker.
most like Midwestern housewife looking person I've ever seen in my life.
Well, you haven't watched Family. You haven't watched all Family Guy. You look her up right
no,
now.
not doing it.
Okay, well, then you'll know what I'm talking about.
All
Roll
right.
34.
Oh, okay. So now
You
we
guys forgot somebody, by the way, very important.
Who?
Marge.
I
got. No,
didn't.
we didn't.
No, I
No,
didn't.
we didn't. She's
Is
coming.
she on here?
No, she's
Yeah,
coming.
well,
Oh
it-
my god, this is Marge.
Just
Come on,
trying
dude.
Just right, cut off the head. It's a lady in a Marge costume.
Ugh.
That was the joke. But
All right. Anyway.
all right.
We
You
got-
can introduce this
we
one. You know
got-
more than I do.
Minerva. She is Finn's mom. She cared about him a lot until his dad lost Finn. And she was very heartbroken over it. But she takes care of literally all of the surviving humans in Ooh. So she's very it could be an S tier, to be honest.
Would you? So, but she's doing that for her. I would argue work, right? She doesn't take care of her own kid.
She was taking care of her own kid until her,
Her deadbeat husband lost their child.
yeah, it was an
So it
accident.
wasn't really her fault.
Yeah, it wasn't really her
I think
fault.
I remember this now. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay. Yeah.
an A tier maybe.
I'm thinking. Why am I forgetting? Muriel needs to be S tier.
Muriel.
So now you agree
No,
with me that Muriel.
I
is an
refuse.
S tier.
I will not move her to S tier.
But you got to forget about the Eustace thing. You know that she keeps courage in that environment.
I mean, that's like a mom who cares about their
Does
kids,
she?
but
does she
keeps
see him
them in
treat
a
him like
crack
that?
house. Like that's just not.
Yeah.
I
It's
forget-
not good.
It's a lot of the interaction between Eustace and Courage happen away from her, right? So she might not even know.
Oh come on. She's
In the
married
intro,
to
when he does the
Eustace.
ooga
He
booga
treats
booga
her like
thing
crap.
with the mask, she's sitting there in the recliner right next
Let's
to
just
him.
play with your dog.
Yeah.
All right.
He hates Courage, and he's mean to Muriel. And she keeps herself in an abusive relationship.
I think that there's an S tier comment. I wouldn't get too antsy about it.
All right, what's next?
Yo, the only D tier we've got is the mom who's dead. That's fucked up.
All right, come on.
So we got Mrs. Hill. I don't even know her first name.
Was
Mrs.
it
Hill.
Peggy?
Peggy. That's right. Well, I mean, if she can raise a child like Bobby, that's probably not a good mom. So
I think Bobby has a. I think Bobby has a disability, right?
I mean,
I mean,
I don't.
I don't think
know.
it's necessarily her fault. And she loves him, you know. She tries.
I think she's got real Lois energy.
I put her at.
Really?
Put her at C.
You go C?
I mean, you guys are basing this off looks as well.
No,
Mhm.
okay. Yeah,
That's why I'm
let's
putting
go
her at
C.
C.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, look, she looks better than a corpse, so that's like.
Wow.
Well, we got Madam Foster, S tier for looks and for personality.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I mean, she takes care of. She has a home for
Yeah, she literally
Pets
has a
that people-
home for
that nobody wants, and
real
Are we
mother power.
S-tiering her?
yeah, I think we'd S tier her
Yeah,
because yes, she's an older lady, right? And you would think that this would be more of a grandma kind of thing, but she is the mother figure of the house, and
I'm sure in her prime, you know.
in her prime, look at her. Who's the redheaded? Is that her granddaughter?
Frankie.
Frankie. Who is she related at all to her?
I want to say so.
It's been so long since I watched these.
Yeah,
But if she is, I mean, definitely S.
I don't think so.
so
I think it's her granddaughter. Or something.
Mrs. SpongeBob.
Mrs. Sponge.
That's a D tier. That's a D tier, hard D.
I'm gonna have to agree with that as well. And that's
She's never
and
around.
there's we saw her once this entire time.
Maybe twice?
Maybe a couple other times, but
They basically abandoned SpongeBob, who probably has a
didn't they,
disability.
SpongeBob has a disability, and not only is that, but he lives by himself.
And then didn't they end up liking Patrick more in that one episode anyway?
I think so, or
I think you're thinking of Patrick's parents.
Or am I thinking of, I'm probably thinking of Patrick's parents.
But
yeah. I mean, D is what I think she.
Okay, why is there a turtle?
yeah, what's with the turtle?
So, I mean, obviously, we don't know who the Ninja Turtles
Oh my god.
mom is. So I just
The
put a picture of a
lab
turtle.
turtle.
It's just like, well, the Ninja Turtles are mutated turtles, right? So,
Right.
So
Yeah, because
the mom wouldn't be.
Mutated.
mutated,
Yeah,
so it's
right.
So she's just a normal turtle.
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give her a D tier.
That's a nice shell.
You want to go C?
You want to know why? Because I think she was eaten by seagulls while trying to protect her little babies.
That's your own headcanon.
They were made in a
That's-
lab, weren't they? Or
No, they fell into a sewer and they ate
Oh, that's
radioactive
right.
pizza.
They ate radioactive pizza.
Yeah, that's why they like pizza so much.
Oh, I thought they just got.
No, they ate the pizza and it was covered in like radioactive sludge.
Oh, okay. Well.
yo, look how much we don't know. Thank God
Yeah.
this show's called Josh Does Nothing.
Yeah. So we got an S tier right
Professor
here.
X.
We got an S tier.
I would
He's hot.
say S tier for looks because he's a handsome guy.
He's a real hunk. Yeah.
And
Wha-
he takes care of 3 girls by
He
himself.
made
Why?
3
Why was
girls.
he creating little girls in his basement? We don't know.
We-
But
no, we do know he wanted to make superheroes.
I thought it was an accident that he put chemical X.
That might have been an accident, but maybe he just wanted to have kids.
Because it said he's all the perfect ingredients to make a little girl, sugar, spice, everything nice. But then the accidental ingredient, I don't think he was intending to create them. Is all I'm saying.
Let me look.
That
Oh
you
my
know,
God.
maybe he's like we're being distracted by how hot he is. And we're not really
Maybe,
looking at the core problem. See, if he had say he adopted these 3 girls, right? S all the way, right?
Right, yeah.
But he created them. And if he
What are
did,
his
and if he
intentions?
did
What?
accidentally, why?
Why? Yeah.
Why? And again, he's
Do you know
handsome,
what
right?
his real
He
name
could
is?
find,
Hey,
someone to lay,
hey.
have a home with.
Do you know what his name is? The scientist?
The professor, obviously.
Professor Utonium
Ah, yes.
in the city of Townsville.
Yes, that's
He
right.
tried to create perfect little girls. However,
That was
his
Perfect
rambunctious
synonym.
lab monkey accidentally broke a vial containing the mysterious concoction
Yep.
known as
So he's-
chemical X.
So he's trying to build the perfect little girl.
Mm-hmm.
3 of them.
not just one, but 3 little girls.
Yeah, it seems
Specifically, did it
he's
say
a single
little girls or
man.
just
He's
girls?
alone. He's in his basement.
immediately
The
taken with the
implication is
children.
concerning. I think it's
Shut up.
enough to knock him down.
He was immediately took them on as his own, naming them Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. And, oh God, he enrolled the children in Pokey Oaks Kindergarten.
They're kindergarten aged.
Yeah, of
Pokey
course they
Oaks,
are.
that's
They're little
quite a
girls.
name.
What do you-
Maybe we need to go here.
Yeah, see, that's what I was gonna say. Just because of the implication, just the implication
Yeah,
alone.
we have no evidence, but
It's totally substantial.
Guys, oh my God, his old college roommate is named Dick Hardley.
Well, yeah, all right, A tier. So,
Yeah. Marge Simpson.
Marge Simpson. Before we get into Marge, I just want to say that we forgot Mrs. Neutron.
Oh my God.
We
come
forgot
on.
Jimmy
How could
Neutron.
I forget that? She's an S tier.
Let me pull it
Right?
up.
I don't know. I
Her
don't
kid's
know.
smart. She lets her son.
If she can brain blast that child out, then
It's a big head.
yeah, that's a big head.
So she's a trooper for taking that on. And
Yeah, I mean That's a mom right there.
Something unsettling of it, taking the entire screen. It's just like a small image.
Do you think that like at least one person in the United States has that as their wallpaper?
Oh, absolutely.
I think they have it not on their just on their wallpaper or on their computer, wallpaper to their actual house, like in their room.
I like to imagine certain things of like, do you think that this image is somebody's wallpaper right now? Like
Oh,
at least
wait.
one person?
This one is. This one is for sure. 100%.
Ooh.
Oh, got a
Ooh, I don't know if
blast.
they're Windows XP. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's all grainy.
Guys,
Yeah,
you also forgot Billy and Mandy's moms.
Oh yeah.
I
That's
don't
the
even
one
remember.
with the skeleton guy.
Yeah. Grim.
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 The
Grim
Reaper?
Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Yeah.
Wait, did you forget the mom from Fairly Odd Parents too? What is wrong
This is
with
we
you?
we had
Yo.
no time. No time.
I did this like very quickly, and
You
I didn't
literally
have.
could have just looked up 90s Nickelodeon
He did.
cartoons.
I did, but it didn't show me all. I just went off of what I saw at the top. I didn't really.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's go. Marge Simpson. All right, Marge Simpson. So that's
Homer.
I would give her. I mean,
She's not a bad mom.
She's
Not
not
a
a
bad
bad mom, and
mom.
she's
she put some effort into her upkeep with that hair. You know,
I'd go S.
you'd go S with Marge Simpson.
Yeah, she
She sounds like she's been smoking since the dawn of time.
right, but she doesn't smoke around her kids, you know. So
No.
she stopped for that. She takes care of not only her kids but her husband, who's also probably
If she can last 26 seasons, or however long they've been going, yeah, okay, I'll give her S too.
right. And you know the one we see her with her hair down.
Guys, are
Roll
we
34,
really gonna
baby.
Put, are we really gonna put Marge Simpson in the same category as this sweet, sweet lady
Hey, she puts up
And
with Homer and
Mrs.
raises her children.
and Mrs. Incredible?
Yeah. Mrs. Incredible would be S plus. Again, no one touches her.
She
She's in a
deserves
tier
like
by
just like a
herself.
full screen
Yeah.
image of herself.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I got you.
She stretches to whatever you want.
So here we got Danny Phantom's mom, whose name I can't recall.
Yeah, you're gonna have to look this one up. I remember watching a lot of Danny Phantom, but I don't remember
Madeline.
what the because obviously she's in a costume here. What I forget what she does.
She fights ghosts.
She
Did she
is
fight
a
ghosts?
sci-
And
shush,
he is a
shush,
ghost,
Shut
right?
up, and I'll tell you. God, she's a scientist, one of the co-owners of Fenton Works, and a ghost hunter, just like her husband. She is better at ghost hunting and more intelligent than him. She's considered to be one of the few humans who can actually give some trouble to Danny if she decides to hunt him.
But the problem here is that they allowed their son to be exposed to the shit that made him into a ghost. So
Yeah.
it was their ghost fuckery that got him, to become a ghost in the first
Wow.
place.
Well, there's
So-
that too, and they don't know that he's a ghost, right?
No.
That's true.
Or that he can do that. So that's another aspect where like Danny doesn't feel comfortable talking to his parents about what happened to him.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, because they hunt ghosts. It's like if your parents like hunted racists and you were a racist.
that is so extreme. Yeah, exactly like that.
Like, how do you come out and say, like, Mom, Dad, I'm the thing that you hunt? Like,
Yo, you could have went with anything. You're like, you could have been like I'm a Green Bay Packer fan, but
no,
my
their
son-
hatred for ghosts goes way beyond sports.
well, that girl something is a sport. I would imagine.
So I'd say she's a barely competent mom, although she might be competent at her job, not so much at the mom bit. So I'd give her either a B or a C.
I would go with I'd go with C.
Go with C. All right. So let it be
Really?
written.
So I'm thinking. So
Now here,
Ca-
hold up. When his parents found out that he was Danny Phantom, they accepted him for it. They weren't mean or anything. And to be fair, he didn't tell them, right?
because he was just worried, but then, well, he still didn't go and tell them, right? But they just found out on their own.
I'm not sure how exactly.
Okay, maybe a B
But-
tier with that considered.
Because it says, while he does not always feel safe with his parents, as they have on multiple occasions expressed intention to tear Danny Phantom apart because they didn't know who it was, but they show love and concern for them as much as they do in return.
I would honestly see. Here's the problem. I would go with B, but I'm gonna go with A because of your example. If your parents were racist and then you brought home someone and they accepted that, I mean that's pretty big, you know. I'd say A level.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm fine with
considering
that.
it's like one of the people, like they chased Danny Phantom through like the whole series, you know, because he's like a ghost that eludes them all the time, and then instead of finding out, you know, like trying to take the ghost part out of him, they just accept him for it.
Yeah.
I think that's good parenting.
I think what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna add on to this.
Yeah, save it and add more moms. We need the comprehensive mom tier list.
Yeah, we'll.
Oh, like we'll add like the Disney moms in here, and like, because I mean, you gotta add Andy's mom. You know?
Yeah, and this list could be fluid as the more I learn and remember of these shows. But that and we got one from Kevin who messaged. He said Wilma Flintstone, which I
Wilma
Oh
Flintstone.
yeah.
totally forgot.
I don't
So-
know where I'd rank Wilma. Literally, all of my knowledge
Isn't
from
the
Wilma
Jetsons
just comes
too?
from the Fred yelling, Wilma!
Wilma. Yeah, anyone who has to tolerate that at least is clear of clear of C zone, at least. But we're talking strictly mom, so I guess.
You know, the way that she looks in the Stone Age, I'd give her a B at least for that.
Oh yeah,
I
because
mean,
if she was in normal, I mean,
yeah,
if she was in normal time. If she was in 2020.
yeah, that's some effort
Yeah,
to
yeah,
keep
yeah.
that look up in the Stone Age.
Yeah. I just forget her qualities as a mother, so I can't give her S.
Right. So we got
Seems like
Beth.
Mrs. Jetson too.
Beth from Rick and Morty.
Beth.
This is a tough one because
Bad mom.
she's bad mom in terms of her children. She rooted the wrong person out of her life. Jerry. I wouldn't say D though because she is attractive. I'd put her. I'd give her B.
You give her B.
Well, if we're giving Ash Ketchum mom a B,
Okay,
strictly
Ash
for
Ketchum's mom is at least 10
here-
times hotter.
here-
and she at least
that.
acts loving towards
Yeah.
Ash, you know, whereas Beth is just kind of like,
that's
Beth-
true.
Beth
that's
literally
true.
just
I'd
hates
put,
her life.
Okay, C then. I'd put her C.
Yeah. Beth hates her life. Let's be honest.
The next one's easy.
Mrs. Pickles.
Mrs. Pickles, D.
The shenanigans she allows her like 1-year-old child to get up to.
How much her children are alone.
Yeah.
It staggers me.
The entire plot line of the show was that she was leaving her children alone.
What was that video of like the Rugrats is actually way darker than we think? Like Mr. Pickle,
Stu Pickles.
Yeah, it was all about him. And like Tommy's actually dead, and like the two parents are fighting over it. I don't know. It was super dark. I'd have to look it up. But there it is. This is our list as of. I'll add more to it. I
Yeah,
mean,
please do.
We'll do a part 2.
Please do. We need the definitive, comprehensive mom tier list.
A comprehensive mom.
We'll have to come up with a better tier list later on. That's not
We should do.
too many different aspects to it because
Yeah.
the hotness totally outdoes some of them. Because Ash Ketchum's mom should not be a B.
Yeah.
If you're talking strictly off of looks.
Correct. She should be lower.
What?
Her child not only goes across
No,
her to town.
she was confused by what you're saying.
Yeah, the mom is the only reason she's a B is she's hot.
Yeah.
That's the
what
only
I'm
reason
saying.
she's there. Otherwise, she'd be D.
If she's good enough for the oak.
Oh yeah, she wants Ash to leave, so her and Oak has that house to themselves.
All right, guys.
Well, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
I feel like as humanity, as a whole, I think we can take a breath now.
I think it's a good. We're doing a service to all mothers, so like they can look at this list and draw inspiration from like how to be a mother. Like gee, should I let my child run off and dog fight?
Should I ever leave my child, my baby, alone when I travel to France at any point?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, maybe not. So was that? Do we have anything else planned, or was that?
Yeah.
We do.
Game stonks.
Game
Game
stonks.
stomps.
Talk about short selling and the joys of Wall Street.
I gotta tell you, I learned so much about Wall Street
Yeah,
this
is
last
a real
week,
learning
more
experience.
than I have my entire life.
Yeah.
Because I never cared
Yeah.
really about it, like because it was just something that I'm like, I'm too poor to deal with that. And
Okay.
apparently, us poor people can take down billionaires.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Apparently, us poor people.
And it's weird too because this thing as a whole, like the whole Wall Street thing and everything, is I feel like this last week has been, there's still like COVID going on and all that, but it felt nice to have something new happen that was in the
Yeah.
news.
I get it.
It wasn't like
just like more COVID.
it wasn't like Trump is awful, and it wasn't like Biden is doing something. It had nothing to do with politics. Had nothing to do with
So it was like how refreshing it was when like the oil market tanked, and they would like pay you to take oil, like that kind of.
yeah, exactly like
Like, gee, this is nice. This is nice.
I really
Not
like
quite the same thing, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, gas prices were super low. It was great. It's a great time.
Yeah. Super awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. It just felt nice to look at that, and I even bought the app to maybe try and.
What app did you get?
I got the Robinhood one.
Oh,
Why?
you fool.
What's
Ugh.
wrong with you?
Well, that was
Monster.
before I got it. Before they started to do the.
They
They
literally
took it
did
off.
it on Thursday.
That's when I got
Why
it.
I
don't you
can't even believe
expl-
I'm in the same room as you right now.
That's when I got it.
Do you need me to go through the whole thing?
I think it was like Wednesday. I got it. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what's wrong.
Reddit
What
had-
I know.
dude,
Okay, I know what happened with Robinhood. Obviously,
Yeah, but Reddit did its thing on Thursday, and that's when Robinhood did its bullshit. So like,
No, I think it was doing it before Robinhood did their. There was at least
no,
a
it
day or
wasn't.
two.
no, it was because Robinhood
wasn't.
started to cancel this.
I have friends who were involved in it, and they were doing it like a couple of days before Robinhood.
I remember
decided.
seeing
Okay.
it beforehand, and then it blew up because Robinhood stopped.
No, the surge happened on Thursday. Like that's when finally like everybody outside of like the Reddit circles and everything finally started catching on to what was gonna happen. And then that's when Robinhood and a bunch of other apps like put a chokehold on buying those stocks.
which is illegal. There's like some 1936 law about
Well,
like preventing access to the open market.
what they
Well, because
said.
it's supposed to be open.
Well, okay, for people I guess who aren't aware, let's break it down. So there's a Reddit server called Wall Street Bets where kind of average people can talk about stocks and high risk stocks and stuff like that. Well, they they found out that 75% of GameStop's stock was being held in short. Which, when a stock is held in short, it's borrowed by an investor and immediately sold, hoping they can either buy them back later at a lower price or return them to the lender and just pocket the difference. And so it kind of prevents any real rise in market value. So it was roughly $20 a share when this all started, and on Thursday night, it closed at $350 a share. Because of this, like,
I got up to 400.
big, and it might have on Friday, like, gone back up, But so a bunch of people flooded the market buying like AMC, GameStop, Nokia, Bed Bath and Beyond, BlackBerry, and there was like a handful of other ones.
Nokia.
AMC was another big one, but yeah.
You say Nokia? I know that was one.
Yeah, Nokia. I said. But and this is kind of it's a practice that's common among hedge funds, except they bet that the stock's gonna tank instead of do well, which is why they ended up losing so much money. Is because basically the average person took their formula and kind of flipped it on its head. You know, and so the thing that prevents kind of average people from making money on it then got them money.
So they bet that the stock market would be doing bad.
Yeah, that's what hedge funds do.
How do they bet that?
That's what hedge funds do.
Because they knew that GameStop was going to do poorly because most people are buying their games online now, and it's during the pandemic.
And with all the stock held in short, it's not really being bought and kept. It's being sold immediately for an immediate return.
And that's why they also targeted things like AMC, because like, who's in the movie theaters right now?
Yeah.
You know, Nokia, BlackBerry, they're not big.
Bed Bath and
So,
Beyond, nobody's
yeah.
really out and about. They've been closed for the majority of the pandemic.
So they bet.
Okay, so hedge funds bet that it's going to tank.
So when they bet, how do they?
They don't. It's not like they go to a bookie and they say, "I bet that this is going to tank."
So yeah, they're just counting on it.
Yeah.
So they sell their borrowed stock at
like $40 a share.
Yeah, let's say like $40, and so they have that money, but they owe that stock from who they borrowed it from. So they're expecting that later the price is going to go down to 35 or something. Then they rebuy it at 35, and they get to keep that $5, and then they give the stock back.
Yeah.
To who they borrowed it from.
I see.
Yeah.
Right.
So they skim off the.
They
right.
Yeah.
Precisely.
And since we're the market,
Yeah.
I'm assuming when that closed, whenever it was at, wherever it was at, or if it has, was it close every?
It closes every day.
Right,
Every
so-
business day. Yeah.
At the end of Thursday, they all.
It was $350, and Citron Research, who held the majority of GameStop's stock, had lost $2.7 billion.
They're out just billions in general, like because they're not the only ones involved that were short selling either.
No.
So
And they actually released a statement saying that they're not going to pursue short selling research anymore.
Yeah.
Because now that people, like the average person's kind of aware of it, they're scared.
Yeah, when you short sell too, and you sell that stock, it's a bad look, and it.
Yeah.
So it's not
for the
really
company.
illegal, but it's kind of like
So like
it's kind of just a shitty thing to do.
Yeah.
yeah, and there are like tens of thousands of GameStop employees, and when you're going in and selling all this stock, it's a really bad look for the company, and
Yeah.
it's bad for them. So it hurts all of those tens of thousands of GameStop
Right.
employees.
It hurts already struggling.
Right.
Well, yeah, and not just that, but like, you know, they'll short sell this stock and not care really if the company tanks afterwards. They've made their money, so they can basically ruin companies by doing this, and don't. There's no consequences for them. They don't care. They've made their billions and their millions, and so they just move on to the next, basically.
Yo, if I got like 50,000 from the stock market, I would be like if I had it in there, I would immediately take it out.
Well, that's the problem though, because there's a big push for like don't sell yet, because the price was rising and fluctuating, and people were like, oh, my stock is worth all this money now, but if they were to sell, then the price would drop, and then they wouldn't be having this effect on the billionaires. So like I know two people that I work with that did this, and they sold some of what they had to make up to the point where everything that they put in is covered, and I think maybe a little extra. So they could hold what they still had,
And then lets everyone else pile on.
Yeah, and so even if the whole thing tanked, they'd be fine.
Yeah.
They would make out good.
So like the average person actually ended up making roughly between like $500 and $2,000.
Yeah.
Like participating in this, which is, I think is pretty awesome. Because
There's a
really, I mean,
stimulus
that's what
check.
people want. You know, they don't need to like win the Mega Millions lottery. They just want a little bit of like a cushion in their life in case they want to go on vacation or something.
Right.
But
But we can't have
really-
nice things because of Wall Street.
I mean, it really kind of caused a big stink with everybody was when Robinhood like started putting a freeze on everything. So they were like preventing people basically from buying stock from these companies on Thursday, and they only allow selling of the stocks, which, like Alex said, is like
Convenient.
a violation of your rights, basically.
So
But
just about
they used the excuse that it was trying to limit its deposit requirements, because with everybody buying it, they wouldn't have had enough money to basically, if they decide to cash out, they wouldn't have had enough money to pay these people, and so that's the story that they're going with. But the problem is that they reopened on Friday when the markets reopened, and the stocks soared up again. But then Robinhood re-implemented the restrictions. So it's like, I can understand taking 24 hours to kind of get your financials figured out, but then like on Friday when you saw it was going back up and you re-implemented a freeze.
Right.
I mean, that's some bullshit.
Didn't they take it back?
Take what
Didn't
back?
they make it so you can buy it again?
Yeah, they did. And then Friday afternoon they stopped it again.
They did it again.
So there's some users that are filing a class action claim against the company, saying that it deprived their customers of the ability to use their service as well as potential gains from trading for no legitimate reason.
This is like one of those rare moments where people across the aisle are all kind of just like, "Yo, what?"
Well, and that's what I was gonna say.
It's
so
the predator.
basically-
It's the predator meme of the two like the
Oh yeah,
The
with the
two
two guys.
handshakes.
Well, so like the hedge funds first were like, oh, we got to get the SEC involved, because they're calling it market manipulation, even though they do the same thing every day, except it benefits them.
Right.
But now that the average person's doing it, they're like, oh, well, the Securities and Exchange Commission needs to do something about this.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're right, Alex. It's sad that Reddit is what has gotten us bipartisan support on something.
Yeah.
So like you have Ted Cruz, AOC, Sherrod Brown, Elizabeth Warren, Maxine Waters, Rashida Tlaib, like all these people like are agreeing that like, okay, something needs to happen. Like there needs to be more pressure on like these hedge funds to actually follow the rules and abide by kind of the guidelines that the SEC has put forth to protect the average person, because not everybody has the money to like pay hedge funds to deal with their stocks. Like most of us just pay into our 401ks and stuff.
What they were doing, what was illegal, right? The hedge funds,
Technically,
or not?
No, short selling's not illegal.
Right. So that's what would need to be changed.
but it was the Robinhood part, like the putting
Right,
like a
that would-
freeze
yeah.
on stuff and preventing their own users, because that's the thing, is it's like Robinhood wasn't suffering because of this. In fact, they probably saw a surge in downloads of people using their service.
Oh.
But the hedge funds are like, no, we're losing money. And companies like Robinhood, they sell their user data to these hedge funds to help them figure out what they're going to buy and the average person is doing this, so maybe we should look at this for our portfolios and everything like that. So not only were they preventing normal people from buying retail stocks, but they're selling this information to these multi-billion-dollar companies so they can get even richer.
I would argue that they still are, because I downloaded the Robinhood app before, like I had learned of all this, of them canceling on all of this stuff.
Yeah.
It probably might have even been going on, but I didn't understand it yet. Yeah. And I went through the process. I signed up, and then to this day, I still can't actually buy stock because they're saying that, oh, you have to wait because we're getting a large influx of people and blah, 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 which obviously, yeah, probably they are.
Check out Coinbase. Coinbase is a big one that didn't do that, and that a lot of people were flocking to.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll have to go to that. But if you're trying to get them to, stop what they're doing, like for instance, me seeing what's happening, I'll get Robin because that's the name I keep hearing,
Right.
and
I would absolutely love if we could find somebody and bring them on the show that could argue why the stock market is good. because I genuinely don't understand why it exists or why we need it to exist. It just seems generally bad. I mean, I get like, investing in companies and stuff like that's good, but I feel like if you make a good product and people are buying it, boom, expand your business, yada yada.
Yeah, I
But
mean, I guess
there's so many, you hear it all the time, of like corruption and weird scandals and weird short selling and all this weird dumb crap that comes out of it, and it never seems good. And it's a bunch of guys who don't have real jobs that are, making all this money off of people that do. It
Well,
just
and
kind of
that's
sucks.
the problem is because what's happening now was not the original intention of the stock market. It was so companies could
Get off the ground, find
yeah,
investors.
so they could sell bits of their company to get money back to then go public and sell their products. But what's happening now is these companies are getting all these investors and owing them millions of dollars, going public, and then using the stock market to repay their investors. So they already have money at that point.
Yeah.
And they're just kind of capitalizing on the fact that it's like, oh, well, this is a popular product, so people are going to buy stock in it because they see a future in it. But it's the average person then isn't helping this product flood the market and get off its feet. The companies, they're already developed and already ready to go. You're just paying back the millionaires who gave them the money to do it.
Yeah.
I
Seems
think
bad.
I think probably back in the day, it was maybe one of those systems that maybe we needed.
Right.
I mean, I would need to do more research on what what.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
point-
I'd love
Because
to
again,
have
I'm just now
somebody-
learning all this stuff, because I never cared before. There's too many things in life. You got to worry about. I mean, stock market. If I can choose not to worry about it, I'm not going to do it. But now, when out there, it's in my face. It's like, oh, okay, well, it's probably an archaic system that we don't need. And that, with the internet, I mean, that's a good way to reach your base now. That probably didn't exist, obviously, when that was around. So you could potentially. I mean, there's GoFundMe, for God's sake, that you could just for an example that gets companies off the ground, and it's built up by consumers that want to buy the product.
Yeah, there's got to be a way to invest without stocks and I don't know. That's why I would love to have somebody on here that can argue why is this good?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah.
So that was GameStocks. That was their bit, right?
That
Do we
was
have
our
anything
bit.
else to add?
No, I mean, do you have anything else?
No, I don't think so. I would say, just to kind of piggyback on, the whole stock market situation, I've been using a app called Stash lately, which is
Oh.
where basically Stash will buy full stocks, and then you can buy bits of those stocks. So you don't have to spend like $250 on a single stock of, GameStop. You can buy 10 cents worth of a stock of GameStop. So it's for people who are trying to just get into it without, spending hundreds of dollars or even $20 a month. I mean, that's a lot for some people, but just to kind of get into it by
All right, learn how it works.
yeah,
and then
exactly. Dipping your
see-
feet in, finding out what diversifying means and all that kind of stuff. You can do like a personal one, and you can even do a retirement one too. And it tells you the benefits of all of them, like how it works, like with your taxes, because some of them you have to claim, other ones you don't. So like Stash is a really good one if you're just kind of looking to see what it is. And they have a bunch of articles on there too that tell you everything about everything you could possibly need to know about it. But you don't then get stuck in the whole, like, I just looked and they're still selling AMC and they're selling GameStop still. So like
Did they pay for an ad spot or?
no. It's just I've been using
they
it
are
for
now.
probably 2 or 3 years, but I used it to buy like $50 worth of Nvidia over the last year.
Hey.
Yeah, and I've seen my stock rise with it. And
Oh,
so
I bet.
obviously I don't have like a full bit of it, but if I would sell it now, I would double my money. I would make my money back and more. So it's just something that I found I don't really have to think about it. It automatically puts $5 in every month that I can, spend on whatever I want. I can put $1 here, $1 here, whatever. But yeah, I mean, so it's for people who maybe just want to try it out. It's a pretty cool thing.
It's pretty
They
rad.
even have a bank account. So if you want to do your direct deposit through them too, you can do that too. And then you actually then get stocks for like when you use it places. So like I have stock in Starbucks because that's where I used to use my debit card at. So yeah, it's like 10% or something like that.
You just like order a coffee. I own you.
Basically.
I've taken a part of you with me.
But other than that, the only other thing I would have to say is a reminder to everybody that we're on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Music, anywhere you listen to podcasts.
And we're on YouTube.
We're
on
also,
Twitch.
I'm getting there, Alex. We're also, obviously, we're live on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. And, we have our horrifying Joker sketch up there too. So if you didn't see it last time, go check it out. And we still have merch. We got merch. Etsy.com/shop/JoshKnowsNothing. Season 2 merch now, baby.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
So
I'm sure there'll be giveaways, and I'm sure Travis is going to get all of it.
Buy
Dude,
stocks. Buy
listen.
stocks in us.
dude, that reminds me.
Buy JKN stocks.
Listen, I messaged Travis to get his address because I knew he moved. So we could send him like a thank you card from the wedding, and he literally his reaction was, "What did I win this time?" He didn't say, "Oh hey, how are you?" I just said, "Hey Travis, can I have your address?" And he was like, "What did I win this time?"
At this point, we're just giving him, stuff.
I
Hey, you want my
told
old
him-
TV? I'll send it to you.
Well, I told him, I was like, well, I just want to send you a thank you card, but I mean, I'm sure
I'm
you'll
throwing a
win
gift
something
card.
at some point.
Yeah.
So
Well-
that's my funny Travis story for the day.
It's been fun.
It's been a
It
wild
has
ride.
been fun. I feel like I don't have to do any outro now. You just did it, so.
Well, tag your it.
Tag your it.
Tag your it. Tag your it.
There it is. Squadala.
Squalala.